So on June 22nd, Demitri Medvedev, who is the former president of Russia from 2008 till 2012, made an interesting post in response to the United States' bombing of the nuclear complexes in Iran. And I'm only going to share part of it. It was a pretty long thread on X. Quote, "What have the Americans accomplished with their nighttime strikes on 3 nuclear sites in Iran? 1. Critical infrastructure of the nuclear fuel cycle appears to have been unaffected or sustained only minor damage. 2. The enrichment of nuclear material, and we can say it outright, the future production of nuclear weapons will continue. 3, and this is the one that was the most important and has led to speculation to a bunch of people, was a number of countries are ready to directly supply Iran with their own nuclear warheads." That one right there was probably one of the most concerning things that he could have said, and that's led a lot of people to speculate. What do you mean by that? You mean like Russia's going to supply Iran with some nuclear warheads? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're implying by that? Now, that's what people have speculated as a result of him saying that. Now, the thread goes on much longer than that. There's I think he had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all in a row. But 16 hours ago on June 23rd, he posted this saying, "Regarding President Trump's concerns, I condemn the U.S. strike on Iran. It failed to achieve its objectives. However, Russia has no intention of supplying nuclear weapons to Iran because, unlike Israel, we are parties of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. I know quite well what this would entail, having overseen our nuclear forces as president, but other countries might, and that's what was said. And we definitely shouldn't be arguing over who has more nukes. All the more so because the New START Treaty, which I once signed with a U.S. president, is still in force for now. The question is, what comes next?" Now, whether you agree with what he was saying or not, that's kind of superfluous, but at least he addressed some of the concerns that people had from his previous tweets. Now, whether you want to believe him or not, that's up to you. Take it with a grain of salt.